Leon's joining us all the way from Slovenia, and I don't know what he's like. He's a treat. I have no idea what he's gonna share with us today, whether he's gonna share the chair or the pyramids or whatnot. But he is known as the Golden Hands. Today he's going to be talking about properties of the pyramids in Bosnia and overcoming anxiety with breath work. So if you don't want to hang out here in the main room right now, I encourage you to go to room number 2, where you can have your private 5-minute sessions, or you book longer sessions. And room number 1 is where you can have the playroom experiences. And number 2, and right here is where you hang out for, like, you know, all the action going on in the main room. And Leon's going to be talking to us and sharing with us. And do you want me to introduce you? Do you want to introduce yourself?
You do a lot better than I do.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know you're not one to toot your horn, right? You know, you're like the kind of whatever kind of guy, like, oh, whatever. All right, let me go to June. Let me go introduce you properly. So right now, you're in the main room at this time? 4 o'clock. Why can we not on my time schedule? That's kind of really weird. You literally disappeared from my time schedule, Leon.
How come?
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know.
And your spreadsheets disappeared from my computer and phone, so.
Yeah. So please tell us about you, why I looked this up, and I'll post it. I thought I posted it in the chat, but right now it just disappeared from my computer. So please introduce yourself based on time. Can you?
Okay. My name is Leon Levstik, and I'm holistic healer, spiritual teacher, Akashic reader, retreat facilitator, inventor, designer. I do a lot of stuff. So today you will hear me talking about a little bit about Bosnian pyramids, and I think it's and a little bit of how to deal with your anxiety, because a lot of people are coming to me lately with a lot of anxiety problems, and not just basic anxiety problem that is, let's say, solvable relatively easy, but
what are you finding? What are you finding that's coming up with them every more than ever?
I don't know. They're coming in, and you know, I think that with all the COVID stuff being followed with all this technology pushing our boundaries and limitations, I think people are starting to feel anxious a lot, and meaning that they need help. So this is my way of helping them, basically, in bigger numbers. So I'm going to at least try to share something with you.
Yep.
Hopefully it will work. I will talk about Bosnian pyramids first, then about anxiety.
Can you tell us a little bit about your, like, why you're like an expert in the pyramids before you bring us to the pyramids?
Okay, why I'm expert at the pyramids. I was living in Bosnian Valley of Pyramids for 7.5 years until last year, October. Then I moved back to Slovenia because it's a little bit easier here, energy-wise. But Bosnian pyramids are special. And as far as I know, I'm the longest living foreigner in Visoko, in Bosnian Valley of Pyramids, and I studied them a lot, not just in this lifetime.
When did
Not
you
only
move? When did you move there?
My wife and I went to the pyramids for touristically to see what they're all about, and we went to the complementary structure tunnels that are some of them are leading into the pyramids, and they are very much connected to them. And when we came out, we were all pale, completely white, like my shirt. We look at each other and ask ourselves and each other, did we get the same petition? And we need to move here. So I had a pretty much successful freelance business in Slovenia. She had a lot of clients.
Why would you want to move from there to there? Why would you make
I'm
that
telling you.
transition?
So we got the message, move here. Okay. And the way we are working, the way we are listening to our mission, to our guides, to creators, to the source, we actually took this very, very seriously. And this was in September. And next year in May, we went there for 1 month to check things out. And the first time we went in the tunnels again, same answer, same request. And then we are starting to search for a house, apartment, where could we actually live more in permanent way. This was, I don't know, in 2012-ish, I don't know, 12, 11, 13, somewhere there. My timeline is a bit confusing. So we found a house and we moved there in September, same year, and we were living there ever since, basically. And then the COVID hit, and my business of retreat facilitator and healer went to toilet, and now we're moved back to Slovenia, where we still had some clients. So here I am, back to Slovenia, doing a new business once more.
Well, we're all just pivoting. We all got to
Yeah.
just turn around and make the hokey pokey and turn ourselves around. Okay. So
Yeah.
like, you know, wherever the joy and the happiness comes and serving the clients that want to receive our services, and we just got to figure out where it is that they want to access, is whether virtual or in person or whatnot, you know, like we all did do, you know, in person, we all had brick and mortar businesses, most of us. And then
Yeah.
bam, we came to this like, oh my God, now you're like literally leaving your country or a continent and just moving to the next level. So
sorry, go.
yeah. So please take advantage of the next 10 or 15 minutes and give somebody some ability to understand you and experience you. Okay.
Okay. I'm going hopefully share something and hopefully won't freeze like the last time. Okay. So Bosnian pyramids. So Bosnian pyramids are very old structures, not like just Egyptian ones that are 5 to 10,000 years old. These one are okay. These ones, Bosnian pyramids, are very old. The scientific facts that are recognized by scientists suggest that they're at least 30,000 years old, meaning that we just came out of the caves as humans, as human society of some sort, and how could we as society at that time build such a pyramids? That's a little bit conflicting. Meaning, are they a lot older, or the scientists got the history wrong? I'm saying both. So, sorry. Here you see the whole Bosnian Valley of Pyramids. The first one on the right is Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. It is the biggest and the oldest pyramid on the planet. It's perfectly aligned to cardinal points, and with I think it's 0 something seconds of a degree, perfectly aligned with north. To put this into perspective, the Cheops pyramid that was known so far for the most advanced pyramids on the planet has 3 seconds disalignment with north. This hill behind the Pyramid of the Sun is Pyramid of Love, and this one is Temple of Mother Earth. This here is Pyramid of the Moon, and up here behind is Pyramid of Dragon. Many of them are saying this is it's a pyramid. I'm saying it's not a pyramid, it is a dragon. This one is a Pyramid of the Sun facing from, just a second, picture was taken from this direction up. And this is just a small preview how the tunnels are looking from inside. Right now they're 2.5 kilometers away from the pyramid to the southeast corner. This is leader pictures, leader topography of the valley. Here are the tunnels, Pyramid of the Sun, Pyramid of Love, Dragon, Temple of Mother Earth, Pyramid of the Moon, and some special hills behind it. Here you can see the perfect alignment with cardinal points. Anyway, what I want to show you here that all these hills, the pyramids, there is no water erosion, as you can see in other surrounding hills and valleys. This is why, because all the soil it's very thin, and beneath is very strong and resilient rock. Rocks on Pyramid of the Sun looks like concrete, and maybe have a picture. No, looks like concrete, and it's far more superior material than anything we as humanity are currently capable of producing, meaning that the best concrete we can produce right now, it has strength of 70 megapascals. This concrete has 130 megapascals, meaning it's a lot more superior material. And scientists not connected to the pyramids are saying this all this is natural, and blocks that are covering the outer shell are all natural forming, and they're forming 90 degrees back and forth. Also, it's like a brick, and it's all layered in different in several different layers, and there's a little bit of clay in between to hold everything together. It acts like a glue and damper zone. You know, when the earthquake it's hitting, it's vibrating. It's not hard, it's soft, so it's dissipating some of the energies. My guide told me that the last reparations of outer shell is 600,000 years old, and of the pyramid of the sun, meaning that it's not even 30,000 years old. It's a lot older. With G-Radar, the leading scientists discovering the pyramids, Dr. Sam Osmanagic, found that 2 kilometers from the top of the pyramid, there's a metal plate in perfect circular shape. And that's a bit unusual, won't you say? And maybe I have a picture, just a second. Nah. Anyway, if you take the pyramid of the sun as center and you put the Fibonacci sequence on it, all the hills surrounding goes perfectly aligned with the Fibonacci sequence. So it goes from pyramid of the sun through these two surrounding hills on top, through the highest peak of the pyramid of the love, goes around, goes to the pyramid of the dragon, moon, and goes forward. I also know that this is the center pyramid for this planet, and in this center and surrounding facilities there is 147 pyramids, including pyramid of the sun. That's a lot of pyramids, and this surrounding infrastructure goes 144 kilometers in all directions, meaning that a small insignificant country of Bosnia has 147 pyramids. That's even more than Chinese. So I'll show you a little bit about how the pyramids looks like from different angles. This is from 70-ish years ago, where they just the same angle, where they just started to plant trees. Everything else is bush. No trees, just bush. This one is from beginning of last century, and you can see there are no trees, and the town is a bit smaller, and it's perfectly shaped still. And this one, unfortunately, is super old. It's from 1870s, I think, and it still holds the same shape. And now for the blocks. Those pictures are from Pyramid of the Moon, which is flat on top. It has different material, building material. It's not concrete, it's sandstone. And if you know, the sandstone is very soft stone. You can, most of it, you can scrape it with your nails. But this one are pretty hard. And in the center, there's a hole digged out about 5 meters deep. And goes to original stones, original blocks, which are a lot bigger than this one. And it's so hard that 14-ton excavator, when it tried to break out the blocks for building material, couldn't even make a dent in them. And this should be very soft material, and it's not. They tested it, and it's harder than our best concrete, meaning it has more strength than 70 megapascals. And when you walk around the Pyramid of the Moon, you will find this guy, the owner of most of the land, and he's very nice guy, actually, and he will tell you a story that it's, in my opinion, not a story, it's just a plain truth, that you can see a lot of different materials, different shapes of sandstone, different size of blocks, and in different layers. Not just the base building blocks, which are huge, but stones and that looks like tiles. And you can see here and here also that is 90 degrees to 90 degrees to 90 degrees. It's like, I call them tiles, basically. And they all have like gluish marks on them, like something was glued on them. And my theory is anyway that all these different layers of sandstone were reparations in different civilizations, and you can find 4 distinct different layers that are significantly different than original ones, meaning there's at least 4 different civilizations try to repair the Pyramid of the Moon. And if you
yeah, his advice. You like his advice? To punch you in the nose. Yeah.
Giving out $200 food.
And when you see the
here's a baby. You don't eat apricots?
No.
Why?
Miss K, can you please mute yourself? And meaning that this is 4 different civilizations, and that's telling me this is at least 100 to 150,000 years old pyramid, at least.
Oh my God, look at that.
So that's a lot older than any civilization capable of building anything complex here on Earth, according to science anyway. So this is just some of the
We need to start
retreat.
we need to start wrapping it up.
Yeah,
So
I know. I am. So this is just a small presentation of where I lead my retreats when all these uh, things start to unfold. And besides that, I, heal people, try to help them. And since we have so little time, sorry, Sherry. My door prize for today is 1 hour of Akasha readings, worth of 120 euros. So please, everyone that are interested in, put your number 1 to 100 in the chat, and I will pick some number from there.
you put your number 1 to 100 in the chat. He's going to write down a number, and the closest number to his choice will win the session. And coming up next, we're going to have what you call speed readings. We're going to move you along to different rooms for the next 20 minutes for you to experience the different healers and psychics. If you are not satisfied where the room is, you can just move around on your own, but we just want to kind of get the ball rolling so you can meet people that you didn't think they had a chance to meet because you kind of feel like you're stuck in the main room and you have fear of missing out. So we're going to just allow you to just jump around for a little bit, and then we'll bring you back to the main stage in about in about half hour. So, okay, Leon, so let's have everyone write in the chat. If you guys want to have a session with him, and even though that you're not, if you could have a private with him, if you're like, what is that? What is it, sweetie?
13.
13?
13. I think it's Miss K. 18, the closest.
Miss K.
Yes. So everyone follows me with the questions about anything about to my room number 9, and Miss K, we will figure out when to schedule you. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. See you in room number 9.
Congratulations to her, and then we're going to open it up. And Vicky, are you with me? And we're going to let everyone start like jumping around. What we're going to do is put you into different rooms for a few minutes, and about 5 minutes per person. And I want you to get to experience what everyone has to offer. And then you say, okay, then it's like speed dating, but this is what you call speed healing or speed reading, for you to have a taste of what the buffet is like to offer. Because we're only halfway through, not even 5 o'clock, and we still got until 10 o'clock, guys. I know things have changed in our lives. We had like 250, almost 300 reservations today. I don't know where people are, if there's a total disconnect with Zoom, or people just decided I'm going to go on with my life today. I don't know what's going on, but I did the best I can. And I'm just bringing it out to anybody who's anywhere in the world who wants to have access to all these amazing people that can bring you clarity, they can bring you answers, they can bring you balance, they can help you give a sense of self-worth and accomplishment, that you can do anything in the world, that you're unstoppable. Many of us feel that we've been like held back in the past year, and we just want to move forward. So let us help you move forward in life, and we're here to support you for the next 5 hours. So on that note, I'd like to open it up. Whoever's in the room, we're going to move people around, even if it's like a few people per person. And then we don't have to go live on Facebook, or like we can pause it for a little bit, and then we can come back in about 30 minutes. That way people don't have to sit there and wait for all the action. So if you want to have any action, then you need to come here backstage. Go to healersnetworkfair.com, get yourself registered, or a bit.ly link.